Yeah, it's really fun. It's great, because you get into the OTAs like we had, and you get going again. You pick back up, and the players have been phenomenal. Just the mental side of it, getting into the scheme stuff. Coach Reed always likes to keep things fresh. So for us as a staff, and then you come here, and I think it's an amazing setup here. The fans are great, the people are great, the players come in with a great mindset. They also know what they're about to get into with Coach Reed's camp. We kind of gave them a preempt in OTAs, but they're handling it well. And you have some mistakes here or there, but I think the biggest thing is the effort there, and it is.
We saw some of those creative plays today. I mean, we've seen that, Pat and Kelsey, they got their say about what they want to do. What kind of say do you have?
I have a little, but it goes to two people, Coach Reed and Patrick, and Kelsey's got a little sprinkle too when he wants to, if Coach decides that he wants to listen to him. But we have a good time. I mean, a lot of this stuff, there's so many plays in this playbook, and we like to be able to keep the fun in practice with the players, keep the fun in the games, as long as they know how to, if you have somebody do something they're not necessarily always used to doing, do it the right way. And I think that's the beauty of Coach Reed in this offense.
You always think with a new offensive coordinator, there's a new language, new words. But you've been here, you were coordinator, then you left, and then you came back, and then you were. But do you have new words in this offense? Are there things that are tweaks for you now that you're back in the saddle?
There's a few things, but honestly, that's every year, regardless of who the coordinator is. I think that's, again, I go back to Coach Reed where this all starts. In the end, his mind every season is always going to new things. We want to be able to do the stuff that works, but the creativity of Coach with that beautiful mind board in his office is what's so cool for these players and coaches. Myself, there might be some things here or there that I have an idea with, or another coach has an idea that we didn't have that was on staff last year that he didn't have the idea last year, and it comes in this year, and we tweak it and change things, and I think that's kind of the beauty of this offense.
Lane's over there talking to Vahe. How quickly is he picked up?
It's been really, really good to have him in here and see. I've been impressed. I haven't told him this yet, but I'm really impressed with how well he's picked it up. Now, he's been in some offenses over the years. He's been in this thing a long time, and there's several different languages to different offenses across the league. And so once you're able to translate what our words are in our language, you kind of word associate with what you came from. He's been phenomenal with it.
What are you missing with Kadarius not being out here?
Say that again?
What are you missing without Kadarius being out here?
Well, probably the biggest thing would just be some of the timing, the experience with Pat, and getting some of that timing. But we were able to get some of that in OTAs, and for Kadarius, his mindset coming in, I know it was quick, but coming in here that first day and his first couple meetings, being locked in with the stuff, and we'll get him back, get him healthy, and get ready to rock and roll.
Matt, you mentioned the timing. We'll get Richie James here in a minute.
Yeah.
Where is he in the offense and picking up that timing?
Richie, doing well. I mean, you can tell he's been in other offenses. You can tell he's been in this league. I think he's 27. He's been around a little bit. Some of these wideouts, when they have a feel, and they know the timing with the quarterback. They understand the defense. They know when to speed up their route. They know when to slow down their route. They know how to play in zone. He's got that. You also have to have that confidence, and I'm excited to see what he does this preseason.
Difficult not to notice the amount of time that you guys are providing Justin Ross with Pat.
Yeah.
What led to that decision? How did he's done so?
Well, I think it's going to be fun this preseason to see the amount of players and competition that we have in that room. They come in different sizes, and he's one that's a bigger wide receiver, but when you watch him, he really excels at route running. So last year, it was almost kind of treated like a redshirt year for him, and mentally being in the meetings, now physically coming back out here and doing what we said is learning his timing, for Pat to understand how he runs routes and for him to understand how to run the routes. So it's going to be immense growth for him in a good way. I relate it to Sky Moore. Sky Moore last year came in, man, he was just drinking out of a fire hydrant. There was a lot of stuff coming in at him, and you can't play fast it's hard to play fast as a rookie. Now you get a second year, and it's somewhat that way for Ross.
With Pacheco, one thing he just seems to excel, he doesn't get stopped at the line.
Yeah.
He seems to always get some yards. He was better at that even than Kareem was as a rookie. What leads to that? What gives him that ability?
Mentality. I mean, you see him, he's out here We were joking about it. I mean, he's so angry right now that he's not in here running reps in practice, so he's getting extra work. And this guy, man, he is going all the time. And you say to yourself, is it ever going to stop? Where you catch him one time where he doesn't have that mentality, and it's 24/7. So that's in his DNA. He's got that. And when you're you run with the football in your hands, and you have that mentality, man, it's hard to stop.
Matt, early impression on two guys, Rasheed Rice and Matt Bushman.
Yeah. Well, Bushman, I'll start with him. He what an OTAs he had. He did a really good job in OTAs. Guy doesn't drop the football, and he's always in the right spot at the right time. We say he's just slow enough, to be in that spot. And then Rasheed, everybody wants to know. We all want to know. I mean, again, you look for baby steps of growth learning this offense. You want to talk about drinking through a fire in here. He comes from a no-huddle offense, but yet it's a little bit different with the tempo of here and now a huddle play, getting to the line of scrimmage, running your route, having conversions with it, and yet being on time, jogging back, and doing it again. He came in phenomenal shape here to this training camp, and I think every day he's made incremental improvements. And again, it's exciting for us because the sky's the roof with his talent.
Last two in the back. Nick and
Just generic Prince. He was getting a lot of work in 7-on-7 today. Just kind of what are you thinking about him?
Yeah, he's had a great camp as well. I mean, he's somebody that, again, in OTAs we were able to see what he could do. It's more of a passing camp in OTAs. Now we come out here and it's kind of a continuation of that. What I'm excited for and what we're excited for is to be able to see him put those pads on and see what he does between the tackles.
Nick, last one.
Matt, for you being offensive coordinator, what type of mentality or mindset are you trying to instill in these guys during training camp for what's going to be coming out?
Finish, finish, finish. I mean, these guys, if there's one word that they hear every practice, when we're watching tape, when we're out of practice, every coach, every player is yelling to finish. And you guys see it when these wide receivers are downfield. Every now and then you see Kelsey and you hold your breath because he kind of acts like he's going to throw the ball back to the next guy. But we practice that stuff, getting guys to finish to the ball. It's a mentality, it's an attitude, and I think it's what's helped over all these years.
Thanks, everyone.
Good?
Thanks,
All right, take care.
Do you